Hi children, well we have completed many questions in similar triangles. We have done problems based on basic proportionality theorem, converse of basic proportionality theorem, and area of similar triangles when the ratio is taken. That concept, the theorem we had covered some coefficients in that. Now today I am going to start a very important topic, and which is already known to you. You must have done that in your 9th class as well. Means you must have known the statement, and the statement I am going to discuss today about, or going to prove the theorem about, is Baudhayana theorem. Baudhayana theorem is also otherwise called as Pythagoras theorem. You may get confused. That's why I have uttered the word Baudhayana. Baudhayana theorem is also otherwise called as Pythagoras theorem. Now let us focus on what the statement is, then we'll try to prove. In a right triangle, the square on the hypotenuse. Now what is hypotenuse? Remember, hypotenuse is nothing but the side which is opposite to right angle. Definition number 1. Definition number 2. Hypotenuse is nothing but the longest side of a right angle triangle. So you can say in both the ways. So I will say the side which is opposite to 90 degrees. So the square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Now let us try to prove, right? So let me write what is given to you. Given in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Because he has told it is right angle, I am voluntarily taking that this is B and this is 90 degrees. This is A and this is C. Alright. Now what is RTP? Required to prove is what? Required to prove, let me put here. Required to prove is the square on the hypotenuse, AC square. Required to prove is AC square is equal to sum of the squares, sum of the squares of other two sides, AB square plus BC square. So this is what you are supposed to prove, and this is a statement of your Pythagoras theorem. How am I going to do this? So as we are doing things in order, you must always learn things in order only, because in this particular theorem I am going to use the concept of similarity. Unless the concept of similarity is told to you, you cannot do this. So do things in order, don't do it randomly. So here I am going to do a little bit of construction. And what is the construction? I will say draw BD. This is BD. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. Since it is construction, right. Now since it is perpendicular, what is the angle I am taking over here? 90 degrees. Alright. Now this is what is a construction. Now what is the proof for this? Let us start the proof. In triangle, now in this particular scenario, what I am going to do is I am going to draw one more triangle, right? I am going to hold this, keeping C as fixed. I am holding B will I will put here. So I am translating this part. I am translating this part. This will go up. So B is here. So D is here, and C remains same. So along C I am going to rotate this. So this is a construction. You should feel convenient. So I am drawing in this way. Similarly, I will pull this D here. A I will pull this D here. So when I pull this D here, this part of the triangle will look like this. This is pull this D here. So this is A, this is D, and this is you have B. What is D? 90 degrees. What is D? 90 degrees. This is A. Alright. So you can translate this in this way, or to make you understand this way. Okay, because it should like similar, right? So it is this way. D is coming here, B is coming here, A is coming here. So I am keeping A fixed, rotating BD. I am keeping C fixed, rotating BD. Only BD you have to flip. Here it is DB, here also it is DB. C is fixed, here it is A is fixed. So this is all construction. Alright, construction. I will put an arrow to make you understand. Now listen very carefully. Triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degrees. Now I will say in triangle ABC and triangle BDC. Triangle BDC. Angle C is equal to angle C. Why? It is a common angle. It's a common angle. Also, angle B and angle D each 90 degrees. That is because of construction. When this angle is equal to this angle and this angle is equal to this angle, these two triangles are similar. So as per angle criteria, triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC. And you know, when two triangles are similar, the sides are proportional. So sides are proportional. What am I going to do? I am going to take this side by this side. Alright, so what I am going to do? I will consider AC by BC, right, is equal to BC by DC. So I will take AC. So therefore, this side by this side, AC by BC is equal to, in this triangle, this side by this side, BC by DC. Alright, now when I cross multiply, AC into DC is equal to, what is BC into BC? BC square. Let me call this as equation number 1. Now, I will go for this particular triangle. Again, I will say triangle ADB and triangle ABC. I will say similarly, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. Triangle ADB. What is the reason? I will write angle A is equal to angle A. Now this angle is equal to this angle. Why? It is a common angle. Also, angle B is equal to angle D, each 90 degrees. When two angles are equal, as per what criteria? As per angle criteria, I will say, therefore, triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADB. Triangle ADB. As per which criteria? As per angle criteria. Alright. I am sure this is clear to you. Alright. Now when two triangles are similar, therefore the sides are proportional. Now which sides I am going to take? I am going to consider this side by this side is equal to this side by this side. So I will say AD by AB. AD by AB is equal to AB by AC is equal to AB by AC. Now when I cross multiply, AD into AC is equal to AB into AB, AB square. Let me call this as equation number 1. I will say consider 1 plus 2. Let us add these two equations. So when I add these two equations, what is the first equation we have? AC into DC. AC into DC plus, what is the left hand side? AD into AC is equal to, what is the right hand side? It is AB square plus, what do you have here? BC square. Alright. Now can you take something common? Yes, I can take AC common. When I take AC common, I am left with DC plus AD is equal to, I have AB square plus BC square. Now observe in the figure. Where is DC? This is DC. Where is AD? This is AD. When you add AD and DC, what will you get? AC. So instead of DC plus AD, from the figure I will write AC into AC is equal to AB square plus BC square. What is AC into AC? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. And don't you feel, my children, that this is what you are supposed to prove? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Hence the theorem, right? So this is one easier method I felt that children can understand. There are different ways you can prove a Pythagoras theorem. Many ways are there which we can discuss in the later classes, but right now I feel this is easier and convenient way. You make sure that you draw these things so that you don't get confused in the examination, and the author or the person who is evaluating your paper also gets the clarity as to what you are doing. Try to draw these arrows and try to compare and write the similarity concept. It is very easy. You need lot of practice, and now after this theorem we will do lot of problems based on Pythagoras theorem. So make sure that you do lot of practice and you come to the next class. Thank you, bye bye, and take care.